Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a singles love reading for my dearest Geminis. Geminis, we're going to look at who's coming towards you, but we're also going to take a look at your energy and get as much advice and guidance from Spirit as possible. If these messages resonate, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And also, if you're after a private reading, I do have those links in the description box down below. So if you're interested, have a look. All right, let's get into this. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my dearest Geminis for their highest and greatest good. Now, my dear Gems, you did come through really strong in the Cancerian reading. So if you're a Gemini Cancer cusp, check that out. Or if you're dealing with a Cancer, or if you have Cancer placements, or if you're just called to. All right, let's go ahead and see what clear messages, advice, and guidance come through for my Geminis. Please, my lovely Geminis. My single Geminis out there. All right, you're ready. You're out there. You're putting yourself out there. Some of you, you're dating, you're going out, you're having fun, you're chatty, you're enjoying this time. For those of you where it's summer, like I feel like you're just getting out there. You're in your beautiful Gemini energy. Now, what you've learned in the past is the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, very nice. Your obstacles and challenges, we have the Knight of Wands, all right? I'm hearing you may want to rush into things here, but so your challenge here is to just maybe slow down a little bit. And the person coming towards you is definitely a fresh start. It could be somebody who's recently moving to your city, your state, your country, your job. They could just be releasing baggage, burdens. Some of you, they've been overworking. And they're sort of, focused more on a work-life balance. But with the Six of Pentacles energy in reverse here, my dear Geminis, I can see that a lot of you have been feeling left out in the cold. You've been disappointed in your previous connection. I kind of feel like you're getting out of something that was quite drama-filled. Somebody who, maybe they were making you feel jealous. They were dealing with other people, or maybe they were just quite dramatic, just causing problems. I'm getting like a bit of a toxic energy there. But I feel you've freed yourself. You're no longer available to that person. You're moving on is what I'm hearing. A lot of you do have an unexpected love offer coming in here, Gemini. And the Knight of Pentacles, you're in this beautiful energy. You're no longer giving to drama. You're no longer giving to situations that make you feel all over the place or like scatter your energy. I also think that you're very, very committed here with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse to doing things differently. That old saying, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. So I feel like you've had a come to Jesus moment here about, possibly going after bad boys or bad girls, risky connections, maybe connections where there's only a really strong physical connection, but there's not much more substance. But I also feel like you're really giving yourselves permission to play the field here, Gemini. I feel like you're giving yourself permission to see what's out there and to really vet people, not get too emotionally invested until you see that somebody has worth and substance and they're going to add value to your life. So I feel like you've done a lot of introspection. I feel like you know who you are. You know what you want to a degree. In the past, you may have been in a long-term connection that brought you a lot of drama, or maybe just like a string of connections or people that you were really attracted to, but they were a bit toxic is what I'm hearing. So you've learned to recognize that double Five of Wands in reverse. You're learning to prioritize your stability. And I also think, Gems, you're really on this quest here to find the one, find the right person. And you know that maybe I do have to kiss a few frogs before I find my prince or my princess or what have you. But I like that you're giving yourself permission to explore. You're giving yourself permission to see what's out there. You're giving yourself permission and not being too hard on yourselves about, if something doesn't work out, it wasn't for me. I love that you're in this like, oh, well type energy, Gemini. And with the Chariot card, you've busted free from toxicity. And I think you're really making some beautiful changes and transformation that come along with learning karmic lessons. And it's a testament to your maturity with this Cancerian energy, protecting your energy from toxic situations that kind of go nowhere, or, entanglements, or that bring you a lot of drama. So I am loving that for you. Now, your obstacles and your challenges are the Knight of Wands. So a lot of my Geminis, again, I feel like, some of you may fall in love easily. Some of you just might have a soft spot for people who are really good looking. I mean, most of us do, but some of you, I feel like, when you see someone you really like and you're very physically attracted to, it's like, oh, just, rose-colored glasses. And I think a lot of you, you're learning to not do that. I think you're also learning that like your needs have most likely changed as you've gotten older or as you've learned lessons. So I do feel like there's an energy here of like, okay, we've got to slow down. Okay, we've got to slow down. And I feel like that's your challenge here, right? Because it's like you're looking for stability. So you don't want to rush things. But it's easier said than done, especially when you find something that you really like. It can be like a drug, right? Like I want more of this. And I feel like you're learning, or your lesson here is to really like, taper that down, be in this energy of temperance, slow down. Yeah. I'm getting you. I get some of my Geminis, and it's not a knock or a criticism. I'm actually seeing it as quite a sweet energy. But I do feel like you fall in love easily, or when you meet somebody who just like makes you laugh and they're super cute or they're really attractive, that like sometimes the rose-colored glasses go on and you go all in and you fall in love and you start thinking about like the possibilities. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I feel like Spirit's saying this is your challenge. Yeah, to like, okay, it's okay to fall in love with someone. It's okay to crush on someone. But don't get too emotionally invested until you know if they're right for you or who they really truly are, okay? So there's a sweet energy there. And the Six of Wands, I also feel like, my gems, I also feel like you get a lot of attention. I feel like I'm connecting to my gems who know they have that panache, that joie de vivre. You have that, people say that you're cute, or you're sexy, you're handsome, you're beautiful. I think you probably get a lot of compliments. I feel like my gems out there, who doesn't love to be flattered? And I think you truly deserve to be flattered. But I'm also seeing here that like you get a lot of attention. So it's like sifting through what is real, what isn't real, who's genuine, and who actually is truly compatible with you. All right. So I feel like that's a bit of your challenge. Do pay attention to the number sequence 666. I think that came out in the Cancer reading, that same number sequence. Because and we also have double fives. There are big changes coming through here for your, in your love life, and also 4, 5, 6, an important number sequence for you. The person coming towards you is going to be fiery. They're going to be passionate, but they've just recently gone through some sort of major life change, whether that's a move, that's a job change, it's a shift in their priorities. So they're like prioritizing having a work-life balance. Some of you, they've also just paid off debt. So they're like, not going to work 2 or 3 jobs anymore. And for some of you, they've gotten out of a connection. This could be somebody who is coming back to you. Now, I'm not getting that it's necessarily an ex, but what I mean by that, it could be somebody that you used to work with who's coming back to the office. Could be somebody who grew up in the same area where you are and now they're just moving back. Okay, so there's an energy of a return here, but I'm really not reading it as an ex coming back, okay? This person might come off as a little bit detached, so that might be a little hesitation for you there. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you, this person has gone through some financial difficulties or changes due to a divorce or to a move. Some of you too, they may have taken, I don't want to say they've taken a pay cut, but I'm kind of getting somebody that was working 2 jobs and now they're like, they paid off their debt or they saved up for what they needed to, and they're like paring back like their work hours. They're releasing some responsibilities. Some of you, they've also been, they may have had some sort of health issue recently as well. That may be how you identify them. And this is your 2 of Cups. This is a soulmate energy here, Gemini. So really heads up here with this person and with their energy. All right. So before we move into who they might be and to give you more clues, let's take a look at, is there anything that my gems are not seeing when it comes to love and relationships that they need to be aware of? Is there anything that my gems are not aware of that they need to pay attention to during this time? Anything my gems need to look at that they need to be aware of at this time? Temptation, there it is. I'm not so excited about that particular message, but more so because it is just a complete echo of what I've been picking up on. And so temptation energy is like, you're going to be tempted. You're probably going to be tempted by maybe even a past person. You're going to be tempted to rush into things. I think you're going to be physically tempted by someone who's just like so gorgeous, right? But if they don't have substance, Gemini, I'm not saying don't do what you got to do, right? But don't get too emotionally invested, okay? And with this temptation energy, and I'm reading from the Heal Yourself reading cards by Ina Segal, and I'm saying this in all the readings. This is one of the most influential decks that I have personally in my collection that I turn to in times of need or confusion. So that's why I'm going to be reading from the book here. So temptation, life is full of temptations, and right now you are being asked to choose the higher path. You need to prove that you are worthy and important. Your need to prove that you are worthy and important is clouding your true purpose and tempting you to make wrong decisions. Become aware of what is happening in your life right now. Are you feeling bored in a relationship and looking for something outside of your partnership instead of being honest and working on the challenges you're experiencing or moving on? Is there a work opportunity that is tempting you to act without integrity in order to get ahead? Are you using money as an excuse not to follow your heart? This card asks you to focus on the bigger picture. Be honest with yourself and take the higher path. Another opportunity that is much grander than what you have imagined is on its way. Just be open to it and allow it into your life. Boom, there it is. This other opportunity is coming your way. I could not be more stoked for my gems out there. Feels very, very good. Let's see if there's any other wisdom that my gems need to hear at this time before we move forward. Any other wisdom that my gems need to know at this time before we move forward? Choose to be with someone who loves you, supports you, and never makes you feel small. And take time with your loved ones to reconnect in your heart space. Beautiful. Yeah, so I actually feel too, this is about really connecting with the people that you love, your friends, your family, okay? That is, we underestimate the power of community and the power of having love and support around us, okay? And let's see. Any other messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis? I'm not going to deny here. Like I said, my intentions here are that this is someone brand new. And this is a reading for my single Geminis. There is like maybe for one or two of you out there, there is some type of return of someone here. It could be an ex, but like for a lot of you, it's not. It's somebody you used to know, you used to work with, you went to school with, he was a best friend at some point in time. And you will be taking time to reconnect in the heart space with this person. And for a lot of you, this is just because you have some sort of past life soul connection. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis regarding their love lives. Yes, there it is. I'm so excited for you. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. You're going to be talking to this person. Okay, so a lot of you, you're going to really be connecting through social media, but my Geminis out there, and I know because I'm a Venusian Gemini, our turn-ons are people that make us laugh, who are funny, who are witty, who are smart. In fact, we really truly need that in a relationship. I think most of us with Gemini placements, but yeah, you're going to connect with this person. There's going to be a physical attraction for sure, but this mental connection is where it's at, okay? This is where you're going to be like, oh, I love this person, or this is my person, okay? Like they get you. You guys are going to be, in Spanish, we say cagada de la risa, right? Which I can't quite translate, but if you speak Spanish, you know what I'm saying. But if not, it's like you're going to be like laughing all the way to the bank with each other, right? And we see separation. Yeah, so you may be feeling a little bit unsure of the future here. Maybe you're going to feel a little unsure about this person because maybe they're not where they want to be financially. Maybe they're still kind of reeling from this big life change. But I feel like it's going to become abundantly clear early on that you two are very right for each other. So let's take a look at the energy that my gems need to embody in the next couple of weeks to be successful or more successful in love. And also what this person is going to really admire about you. So what is the energy that my gems need to embody, my single gems need to embody over the next couple of weeks to be more successful in love? And what is it that this person really loves and adores about you? Yeah, the liberator energy. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Yeah, because you're making a big change. Your energy is completely shifting here, Gemini. And this person's going to either see that, maybe they're witnessing it, but they're just going to feel it. There's such a strength here to the work that you've been doing, Gemini, and I cannot thank you enough because we're all connected and we all have something to learn from watching you here. Okay, so let's see. And femme fatale, so turn it up, Gemini. Turn it up and turn them on. Highlight the erotic energy of the feminine. Open your heart when your dependency is rejected. I just think you're going to be just your badass, sexy selves out there. Dress the part, Gemini. And again, some of you don't even need to like dress in revealing clothing or even do any sort of physical changes here. It's like you're just sexy because you know who you are. You know what you want. And you're only going to choose somebody who loves and supports you and makes you feel like, you know, the center of the universe here. But yeah, turn on that sex appeal, Gems. It's not hurting you at all. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead now and see who is this person coming towards you. This person who's been through some sort of life change or move. They might be circling back to you or where you are, either where you work or where you live. In some way, shape, or form. Again, it does not have to be an ex by any stretch of the imagination. All right, so tell us more about this person for my Geminis. They're going to be intense. This is also going to be an extremely intense connection for the two of you. Don't get me wrong. The sex between you two is going to be out of this world. It's going to be steamy. It's going to be hot. But there's also going to be this beautiful intellectual connection here. This person leads a healthy lifestyle. They live cleanly. They infuse exercise and healthy choices into their life. I also think they're working on or have recently committed to having a work-life balance. They may be an entrepreneur. Okay, so they put their ideas to work for them. They may work hard, but they're investing in their future. Again, they may have also made some sort of big investment recently. Maybe it's a little scary for them, but I do feel that they're going to be successful in what they do. This person either comes from a large family or wants a large family. Yes, Geminis. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. Freedom. This is going to be a healthy connection. This person's going to also prioritize having a balance within this connection. So you're going to have healthy space and room to breathe. And when you two connect, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be intense, but it's also going to be cool when you're off doing your own thing and they're off doing their own thing. Let the situation unfold naturally. So it's going to feel natural, Gemini. It's not going to feel forced at all. And we do get time apart, a time of separation. So again, I'm wondering too, this person might have to go back to a place, like to settle an estate. Maybe if they're moving, like they might have to, go back to where they, their old home, or they might have to go back to their old city for a little bit just to like wrap things up. But you're manifesting this, Gemini. Okay. And some of you, this time apart may be a timing issue. So it may be that this person isn't coming in just yet. This boat energy can be that it's a little bit slow moving. Important dates here for my Geminis and this connection, please. Important dates for my Geminis and this connection, please. It will happen this year. So we're in August, the 8th month. So we've got about 3.5 months left. July, maybe some of you met this person briefly in July and they're coming back around now, but keep your heads up. Again, this can also be birthdays. It can be major life events. Things will move quickly once they do get moving, but you're not meant to know exactly when things are going to happen here. Because again, I'm reading for a lot of you. All right, let's get some final messages, advice, and guidance for my single Geminis out there. Final messages, advice, and guidance for my single Geminis out there, please. Lay a solid foundation. Number 6 coming through. Beautiful, beautiful. Yep. I think you're gonna lay a solid foundation with this person. I also think you're prioritizing this when you're looking at partners, right? Or prospective partners. take time out. Some of you, you're going to take a little time out from dating, or maybe you're going to still see what's out there, but I feel like you're going to be more like going out with friends, family, just focusing on having a good time. And watch your words. Beautiful. Okay. So again, just also be careful whom you're sharing information with, Gemini. Be careful of gossip as well. And pay attention to what you think, what you believe, and what you imagine. Remember, our thoughts become things. They become our reality. Okay. So Geminis, I'm going to leave it here. If these messages resonate, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using, or if you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Love and light, Geminis. Take care.